Well, folks, the Bank of Canada went ahead and hiked 50 basis points this morning, which, funny enough, actually wasn't really a consensus view anymore. I think it was RBC who had the report last month saying that this was going to be the last rate hike and they were only going 25 basis points. And I was looking at the futures market before this rate hike. They were only pricing in two more 25 basis point rate hikes, and that's it. But again, I'm going to play that short I had at the end of this video, which, by the way, if you do want to find it, it's pinned. If you click on my channel, it's the pinned video. Or if you can't find it there for some reason, I'll leave it in the description box below. I was the first one about 2 months ago to say they're hiking rates into 2023. And now what does it look like? We're at least going to get one rate hike in 2023. Shock. I think I nailed it. Now, Mrs. McChronicle watching this video will probably tell you how many times I've been wrong in the last year, but even she'll admit I'm right. I mean, she really won't, but... Anyways, I digress. Now, reading through the statement, this is the one part that's gotten everyone in a tizzy thinking they're going to pause. The Governing Council will be considering whether the policy rate needs to rise further to bring supply and demand back into balance and return inflation to target, the bank said in a statement. Here's my take. The Federal Reserve is pretty much nailed on now to hike rates in 2023, and I think the Bank of Canada here is going ahead and prepping the market for that, in my opinion. I don't think they're necessarily saying they're going to stop hiking rates. The reason why they're saying evaluate is because they really don't want to, honestly. We all know central banks tend to over-exaggerate either extreme at the end of either an easing cycle or a tightening cycle. And they, seeing the economy, pretty much know we're there now, and that things started turning over really months ago. So basically what I'm saying is, they see what's going on, they don't want to do it, but they know they have to follow the Fed, and if the Fed does it, which basically looks like a formality now if you hear everything that Jerome Powell and them are saying, they'll go ahead and do it themselves. That's really what I'm saying here. Now again, I'm sure many of you want me to dunk on certain real estate perma bull crappers in this video. I'm not going to do it. As far as many of you who took out variable rate mortgages because the Bank of Canada said in that famous speech around about 2.5 years ago now, I think I have that on my channel as a matter of fact. If I do, I'll leave that in the video description as well, or I'll find a link to it somewhere else. I'm not going to do that. Okay? Many of you, I'm sure, are just looking for a place to live for you and your family. And again, you took him at face value for what he said. Okay? And then went ahead and acted on it. Was there some pressure involved? In many cases, I'm sure there was. But again, for me to go ahead and dunk on him for making that decision based on what was out there, that's really low. And I'm not going to do that, okay? I'm not going to do it. And lastly here, having a look at the bond market, it was largely priced in they were going to do this, to be honest. As you can see, the longer end of the curve has started to go down lately because realistically the bond market knows where growth is going to be for the next, say, 18 months or even 24 months. And you're seeing that in the long end of the curve, how it started to go down lately. But as they keep hiking rates and that short end keeps going up, between, say, 1 month and 10 years, look at that inversion. Jeez! But yeah, to put it mildly, us here who support the McChronicle YouTube channel and myself, the McChronicle, it looks like we nailed another one. Oh, before we go, for those of you who don't believe me that I made that rate call, what I'm going to do for you right now is, this one time, I'm going to go ahead and play this video to end off this video to show you who had it exactly right. Here we go. Does anybody out there think that rate hikes will happen in 2023? Here's my new base case prediction. With diesel and DEF/AdBlue shortages still being prevalent for some time, with rents still being astronomical throughout major cities around the world, with food prices still elevated, I think there's going to be another rate hike in Q1 of 2023, and I don't think absolutely anybody is prepared for that. So yeah, there it is, one time for y'all. I did look a little bit bloated in the face in that video. I have lost a little bit of weight again. I am going back to the gym the last month. So there you go. But anyhow, that's it. Smash the like, leave a comment, subscribe, follow me on the socials. Y'all take care.